I've seen one preacher, saw one preacher, he's preaching good and he's speaking well about myself. He's a great man. He's not a man of self-righteousness, and he don't carry the banner of being rich. It doesn't matter what he done gained, he earned his way there. But he speak well concerning what I have done. But there are people who told me they don't need to listen to what I sent out there. It's not my word. It's the word of God. God told me in the beginning of Ezekiel chapter 2 and 3. Tell them, thus said the Lord. So how can you sit up and say you don't want to listen to me and I'm not speaking of myself? Had I was speaking of myself, I would have told you in the beginning that these are my words. I am saying, thus said the Lord. I've been saying it from the beginning. So when you reject me, you're not rejecting me. You're rejecting the word of God that God sent me here to speak to you. How can you sit and say you know the God of God and you don't know the messenger that God sent? I have poured out my spirit upon this earth and I reveal to you from time to time. This is the reason I had to go down a little deeper and create the Ark of the Covenant, show where myself, John the Baptist, was part of the mercy seat, and Jesus Christ was the mercy seat. The mercy seat was the three angels came down in Isaiah chapter 6, came down to die for the world, with the spirit of Moses and the spirit of Elijah, being the two witnesses of Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. One was the primary witness, and the other was the secondary witness. As Jesus spoke to you in St. John chapter 5, he spoke concerning my behalf. You go read it, you turn it upside down, even though when he was going to the cross, and John the Baptist had been slain, and a woman came to him and she asked, suffer that one of my children be on the right side of you in your kingdom, and the others be on the left side. But he told her, can you be baptized with the baptism I be baptized with? Could you drink from the cup that I was drunk from? She said, yes. He said, yes, you will. Yes, you will. But to give it to you to sit on the right side of me and give to you to sit on the left side of me is determined by the Father in heaven who sent me. It's his choice. So he chose from the foundation of the earth. You go look at Deuteronomy, where he called the spirit of Moses. In Kings, where he called up Elijah, we became the two witnesses to bear this burden. I don't want to go there and say burden. Be the one chosen by God to prepare the way for the birth of Jesus Christ and prepare the way for his return. As I speak to you today, I'm speaking of the day of turbulence time, where everything seems to be billowing up into the earth, and we look as blind men who can't see and dumb men, deaf man who cannot hear. And we reject that which is good because we ourselves living by fame and fortune. We living by the integrity of wealth in the name brand of our establishment. And we preaching lies, but we rejecting the truth. This is the reason God gets me up late at night, get me on my way early in the morning, and tell me to go speak to you and thus says, tell you thus said the Lord. But at the same time, you reject me because you don't know God. You say, I'm just a wild shepherd having no sheep. But you got to study for yourself. What is it you got to study? If you got to study for yourself and God told you he done put these things in your heart and showed you these things all through Bible prophets, but yet why do you have to study and look at them? Why don't you look at the things that I'm saying and see do they match with scriptures of the Bible? The things that the prophet said, why don't you look into the scriptures, see do they match with the Bible before you reject me? Because when you reject me, you're rejecting the word of the living God. He told you in the end, St. Luke chapter 16, that the Comforter will come and he will show you things to come. Doesn't this have significant values to your thinking? If he told you that, and this man had revealed a space shuttle where no other man has stood before this earth and told you this is a space shuttle. Ezekiel chapter 1. Ezekiel chapter 10, I said he blew up the space shuttle over Texas in the year 2003. And I said God, Jesus did it. I didn't say I blew up the space shuttle. I said God had Jesus to blow up these things. And then Revelation chapter 4, I showed you the space shuttle. God gonna get victory over this United States of America during the range of the space shuttle. But you sit and you look at me and you tell me that you got to study for yourself. You got too many sheep following you to say certain things. If you don't know, turn your flock over to somebody else. If you don't know, tell them that you're a false prophet because you don't understand. It don't take you this many years to learn out who is God and who ain't. Don't keep leading sheep and you as a blind prophet who cannot see. Don't keep leading your sheep, your flock, and you can't hear a sound in your ear. That you cannot comprehend what is good for the sheep and what is bad for the sheep. Don't do it. Turn them over to another shepherd so they can find their way, even if you don't find your God to look upon you in grace because you did the right thing. This is the reason I got to speak. I got to pour out my heart and my soul because Satan is fighting hard every day. But the devil got these prophets' tongue bound where they can't speak the truth without speaking a lie first. They got these prophets' ears plugged where they will hear a lie before they hear truth. And God's people that he suffered on the cross, and Jesus suffered, Christ suffered on the cross, that they will not be lost. There's one, even though they got a prophet before you. He told you that I come. How can you not understand these things? I'm going to keep pouring out my soul. It doesn't matter who they put before me. I'm going to pour it out. I don't care if the last drop of my blood run out of my veins. Don't worry about it. But don't keep deceiving your people. I want to say these things because the next hour, I want to show you where we came from. I want to show you where we came from. I want to show you the Antichrist. I want to keep burying it in your soul until you cry out if you're the man of God. And if you're not, then you keep forbearing. But at the meantime, turn your flock over to somebody who won't leave you. Turn them over to them. You have no right to keep guiding these people into their destruction because they look up to you. They embrace you as something great upon the earth. But if you're treating them wrong, you're eating the fat from them, and you continue to look at the world at your own heart. You embrace the thing that is a lie and discard the thing that is truth. Who is there to lead the flock to God? He